Yo, what's good with you? On today's video, I got the how to make a tower defense game, which is kind of I'm pretty much I'm modeling it after the toilet tower defense. That's the game I've been doing research on to recreate the mechanics and stuff, but just obviously not everything will be the exact same. Hence why the name of the series is how to make a tower defense game, but I put toilet tower because that's what I'm using as a reference. But anyway, you guys showed part one a lot of love. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys to everyone who watched the video and stuff. Really do appreciate it. Showed the video mad love. So of course, hop on part two and stuff. So you already know. Just keep showing the series love, and I'll continue dishing out more parts and stuff. If you have any suggestions or you find any bugs, definitely if you find bugs, let me know in the comments, DM me, whatever, and I will address them in the next video and stuff. But yeah, if you didn't watch part one, go watch part one. I already have a whole bunch of stuff set up, but let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go ahead and add a teleport system as well as a equip system along with the hotbar. Pretty much we're going to have a hotbar down here. Players are going to be able to equip their units, and we're also going to have it so that they can like step. Oh, I actually forgot to delete that. Well, anyway. But yeah, we're gonna have a teleport thing, right? So as you guys can clearly see, you're gonna walk to the teleport thing, stand on it. It's gonna put you in a queue. The UI is gonna pop up, or not put you in a queue. Sorry, it's gonna like have a countdown, like 20, 19, 18 until it gets to 0, and then it'll teleport you to the other place. Now, obviously, I haven't set up the actual, unit fighting and stuff. I'm taking it one step at a time. As honestly, if I were to combine that all in one video, that would take like an hour, maybe more, honestly. So yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it though. First things first, we got to create 2 new frames. So we're going to go ahead and insert one into the core UI. Well, both of them are going here, but I'm just going to start off with one, right? So we want this to be wide, but not like too like down. We want the X to be big, so 600, and then we'll leave Y at 150. So boom, 150. Drag this to like the bottom middle, because keep in mind this is going to be something we want. This isn't the hotbar, by the way. I just want to let y'all know this is not the hotbar. This is going to be the teleportation frame. So I'm gonna leave it kind of like, I guess I could do like in the middle, and then I'm going to rename this to teleport frame. I'm gonna make the background color a kind of I think it's like a light blue. Yeah, it's like a light bluish color, right? Then I'm gonna go ahead and insert a text label into it, drag it to the top middle. You're gonna go ahead and want to rename this to teleport text label. This is just gonna be our header, by the way. We're just gonna simply go down here. You already know, bold text, rich text, scale the text. Then to change the text to desert or whatever the name of the map is and stuff. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna do a desert map for the first one. That's just what I'm gonna put it as, because that's just what I saw when I was just playing the game and just seeing how everything works. So yeah, I'm gonna set the text color to white, and then of course we're going to make the background transparency. You can set that to 1. Background transparency is equal to 1. Boom. Then I'm gonna want to go ahead and insert a UI corner into the frame. This is optional, by the way. You guys don't have to do this, but all the UI in the game is like curved, so I was like, might as well just follow suit. So then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna duplicate this button twice. So, or actually no, let's duplicate it once, and then we'll edit it, modify it, and then yeah, I'll do it like that. So I actually don't need the button to really be this long. It'd probably be like 150, honestly. Yeah, like 150, and then I'm gonna put this like right here and stuff. Yeah, like right here. It should be good. I'm gonna rename this text label to, this will be the countdown text label. So countdown text label. So here it's gonna say starting in 20, 19, 18, 17. It'll count down to 0, right? So rename that the countdown text label. Of course, you'll change this to, by default, you want it to be starting in. That'll be the text. So boom, starting in. So as for this, we actually do want this, we want the background to be halfway transparent. We want the background color to be like a nice dark bluish color, so like dark blue. And then we also want the UI corner, so Control D, then throw that in there. Boom. So we now have starting in, right? We have our countdown text label. Then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, Control D, drag this to the other side, right? And then I'm going to rename this to player count. So player count text label. So this will pretty much this will include multiplayer, so players will be able to teleport to the whatever the place is in groups and stuff, pairs, groups, whatever, more than one person, right? I didn't put a limit or anything, but yeah. So then if I go down here, need to change the text to players, and then players, and then of course you guys already know we're going to set the value via a script. So boom, just like that, guys, we are done with the teleport frame. Now let's go ahead and set up the hotbar frame. But we need to disable the teleport frame. We do not want this to be visible by default. We only want this to be visible when the player is actually, standing on the teleport part. Now to make the hotbar UI frame thing magic. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert another frame, right? Now this time we're gonna drag this down here. We want this to be all the way down here, right? We don't even need the Y value to be big. We really just need the X value to be. So like, 600 might be, yeah, 600 is kind of pushing it. We only really need like 400 probably. I mean, it really depends on how many buttons you plan to have. But yeah, so you can go ahead and, yeah, set the background transparency to, yeah, we can do that. Set the background transparency to 1. I'm thinking of making Y, honestly, I'm thinking of making like, maybe like 50. Like, I really don't need the frame to really be that big, honestly. Or no, actually, let me set it to 100. I'll adjust if need be. So then you're going to want to rename this frame to hotbar frame. Oh, I forgot. I did a capital B. Hotbar frame, right? You're going to want to insert a UI grid layout so it'll automatically sort all of our text labels. So the cell padding, I left that by default. As for the size, 0.60 and 0.50 because we want it to be like small little boxes. So we can go ahead and test this to see. If I go ahead and insert not text, we test it. We need to actually, insert them. So let's go ahead and insert a text label into the hotbar frame. Okay, there we go. So I want to make the frame smaller because that's what I was worried about. So like 50. Yeah, that actually makes more sense now. Okay, so I'm gonna need to adjust the Y because we want this to go down. So yeah, so maybe like 0.9 perhaps. Yeah, or let's do like 0.85. I mean, you guys can do whatever position you want, but that's just what I'm going with. So we have our first text label. We're gonna just duplicate this. So let's make this first one. So this would be unit 1 text label. Naming is very important. Name everything exactly as I name, or exactly how I name it. So first we have unit 1 text label, right? We're going to go down here. You already know bold text, scale of text. It's not gonna have any text by default, of course. The text color is gonna be white, while the text stroke, text stroke transparency will be 0, while the text stroke will be black. And then the background is supposed to be like a dark. It's supposed to be like a kind of dark clear gray. So 0.5 for the background transparency. So something like that. Yeah, I want to say that's pretty nice. Something like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and actually Control D, and then you're going to insert this text label into the other one. Now, as for this, you want to drag this kind of above it, and then we want this to be extremely small, like 50 by 50 type small, right? Because all we want to do is just put the keybind and stuff, right? Over this, it'll be like 1, right? We obviously don't need this to be, we don't need the text label to be big or anything. So like 25 by 25 maybe and stuff, right? And then obviously we don't want it to have a background color. So set background transparency is equal to 1. Boom, just leave it right above it. So yeah, something like that. Maybe a little bit further down. Something like that. I think that looks nice. And then you just simply want to change this to unit 1 keybind text label. Then, as you guys probably already guessed, we're just gonna duplicate it. So Control D, Control D, Control D. You want to do this for, I had 5 because yeah, I'm pretty sure the game has 5. That's why I did 5, because before I had 4, but then I made it 5 because the game has 5. So yeah, so you guys can make however many you want and stuff, but I'm just gonna go with 5, and then of course we have to rename them. So unit 2. It's a little tedious, but honestly it's very simple. We're literally just changing like 3 values for each one. Just changing the name, the text. Okay, there we go. This is unit 3. And like I said, naming is very important. So it's essential that you make sure that everything is named correctly and stuff. And obviously displaying the values is important as well, because you wouldn't want to confuse players playing your game, where it's like you have the keybinds in order of like 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, you know what I'm saying? So then I'm gonna go here. Unit 4, make this 4. And then we have our last one here. Go back up. Unit 5, and then unit 5, and then 5. Boom, there we go. Okay. Just like that, guys, we are done with the hotbar frame. Yeah, that's it. We're done with the hotbar frame and stuff. So by default, obviously you want to set this visible. You want to leave this visible and stuff. We want players to be able to see this, right? So then let's go ahead and create the thing you guys saw at the start of the video. Let's go ahead and create a teleport pad. I'm not doing anything extravagant, just a simple teleport pad. So first things first, you're gonna have your actual block where players, this is going to be the actual visible thing where players are like, okay, this is a teleport pad. And then we're gonna have the part where players actually, you know, that we're gonna use in the script. So you can really just name this teleport. You can really just name this like, I don't know, I think, what did I name this? Oh yeah, teleport pad, and then I named the main part teleporter. Yeah. Okay, so you can name this like teleport pad, right? And then if you want to be specific, since I'm assuming your game will probably have more than one teleport pad, you could probably, it's probably best to say like teleport pad 1, right? Probably best to do something like that. So I'm then going to set the gray color to like a kind of dark gray. Again, this is optional. You guys don't have to, you know, do the colors and everything, but you do want to do this. Of course, you want it to be anchored, can't collide. You want to disable can't collide, right? And stuff. Then we're gonna want to go ahead and duplicate this, so Control D. Rename this part, however, to teleporter, if I can spell correctly. Teleporter, right? Now as for this, you don't want oh wait, I did this wrong. Sorry. Okay, we want teleport pad. We want can't collide to be turned on for teleport pad, but we don't want can't collide to be turned on for the teleporter. Sorry, I had that mixed up. But of course, we want can touch and anchored. So then you're just going to scale it up. I'm pretty sure you already realized that you just want to scale it up and stuff, just a pretty big box, and then set the transparency equal to 1 and stuff. Pretty much this is what we're going to use for the script, so that players, you know, obviously if they jump, we don't want them to be taken out of the queue, right? Or the time, whatever you want to call it, right? So once we have all that set up, we can go ahead and get to scripting. So first things first, let's make some changes to the local script. I'm going to head on down, I believe it was the unit. Yeah, that's what it was. We're going to go down here to the unit text button, and we're going to add some stuff to it. So we're going to actually give it functionality. So we're going to say unit text button dot mouse button, one click, connect function, close parentheses, enter, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and set up a for I loop, right? Well, this will be the first one. Then I got a second one after this. So I'm going to say for I2 v2, because remember we already are inside of 1, so we need to, you know, do 2. So for I2 v2 in pairs, you're going to say core GUI dot hotbar frame get children, enter, right? And then you're going to say if v2 is a, of course we need to make sure it's a text label, and unit text button dot text is equal to v2 dot text, then enter. Then you're simply going to say you're saying v3. That's what I did the first time. v2 dot text is equal to nothing, so just blank quotation marks, then enter, and then you're going to say return. Now you might be confused as to what we just did. Okay, so pretty much what this means is, right, it's going to iterate, go through all of the children of the hotbar frame. It's going to first make sure it's a text label, so ignoring the UI grid layout, it's going to go through all of these, right? All of these, right? These are going to have the text is going to be set to the name of the unit. What we need to have here, or what we have here, I should say, is a check to ensure that like the player isn't trying to equip a unit they already have equipped. And it's actually dual functionality. Not only does it prevent a player from equipping a unit more than one time, it also allows the player to be able to remove a unit. You know, you guys know in Toilet Tower Defense or Tower Defense games, when you open up your unit, the unit menu, right? When you select a unit, and if it's not equipped, it'll equip. But if it is equipped, it'll unequip. So pretty much what that means is if you click the unit and you have it equipped, it's going to be unequipped, and then the vice versa should happen. If that's confusing, just wait to the end of the video and it'll make sense. But yeah, this is pretty much the point. Is this is a check. It's so that it's like, okay, the player already has this unit equipped, let's unequip it. Now here will be the function. We're going to go ahead and make the function for when the player does not have it equipped, right? So we're actually going to do the same thing. We could really just copy and paste. So Control C, Control V, you know, I already know I'm trying to save time. Change all the 2s to 3s and stuff because we need this to be different. So V3, V3, and V3. So same thing, we get the hotbar frame children and stuff. You know, V3 is a text label. Now this, we're going to change this actually. So this is going to be v3.text is equal to no, or nothing, same thing, right? This lets us know that once it's passed the check, so that we know, okay, we don't already have the unit equipped. Now it's like, okay, now we need to find an available text label. That's what we need to do. We need to find an available text label and stuff. So it's going to look for one that's empty. So we can delete this, and then we can say, oh, actually probably could have left the text part, but yeah. We're going to say v3.text is equal to unit text button dot text, right? Because that'll, remember, that's going to be the name of the unit, and then we're going to put a break just so that it doesn't go through it multiple times. Since it's going to go through the for while loop, we don't want it to accidentally add the unit multiple times or just add all different units and stuff. It's just a measure just to prevent things, just a safety measure and stuff, right? Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to oh yeah, I didn't actually even create this event. Oh, I just realized I actually do. I just realized I deleted the whole function. I just realized that. Oh, my bad. Okay, so if you guys are looking on your screen, I know you guys probably have the whole if event type is equal to summon, and then you have the summon event. So don't panic and stuff. I accidentally deleted the whole thing. I forgot. I forgot that the first part of the function was from part 1. No biggie. We'll just retype it. But before we do that, we need to create a variable. So first I'm gonna say local teleport 1 is equal to workspace wait for child. Make sure you're referencing the right part. Make sure you're referencing the invisible part, not the part that players can see. So the teleporter, right? So I'm gonna say teleporter, right? Then I'm gonna set up the function core event that on client events connect function, right? Close parentheses, or sorry, not close parentheses. In parentheses, you're actually going to put event type, comma arg1, comma arg2, we're sending over information, then enter. You're then going to set the if statement. So if event type is equal to quotation marks summon, let's go ahead and set this up again. Except since I, clearly made the mistake of forgetting to not delete this. So we're going to create our variable summon unit and stuff. Well, if you guys are watching this and you should already have this. If you already have this done, just skip ahead a few seconds to when I've got into the actual new stuff. Yeah, so this is summoned unit is equal to arg1. I'm just gonna blow through this since I already covered this, but yeah. So core GUI dot summon text button dot summon frame dot summoned text label dot text is equal to quotation marks. You have summoned colon space dot quotation marks arrow font color is equal to / quotation mark scan RGB 255 comma 215 comma 0 boom. Then this was another / and then another set of quotation marks. Then I'm gonna go on the outside quotation marks, another arrow summoned unit quotation marks, the same thing, arrow / I think. I don't even know it anymore. Font and then arrow. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there we go. Damn, that is a lot to type. But anyway, then the last thing was just core GUI dot summon text button dot summon frame. I just really, the people who are watching this premiere live, y'all could really skip past. Sorry about that. But anyway, that text is equal to quotation marks coins colon space player leaders stats coins that by. Okay, now we can move on to the new stuff. Okay, so else if event type is equal to quotation marks, the name of the event is going to be teleport, of course, right? Teleport. Let me scroll down a little. So it's going to be teleport, right? So first variable will be the teleport time. So teleport time is equal to argument 1. Pretty much this means if say if you join the teleporter, if you hop on the teleporter mid thing, there's already people waiting, they've been waiting for 10 seconds. Now it's went from 20 to 10, so you need to make sure it displays that it's counting down from 10 instead of 20. So yeah. As for the second value we have is second variable is going to of course be the amount of players. So player count is equal to argument number 2. So you're then going to say core GUI. We're going to set some values. So core GUI.teleport frame, or property, I should say. Player count text label text. Just hook up the values with the variables. So player count, and then core GUI.teleport frame visible is equal to true. And then I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to say local teleport. And so this is a safety measure. That's the thing with matchmaking stuff like this that involves countdowns or UI and multiple players. You have to have these type of countermeasures in place in case things go wrong or people do things, right? So this is pretty much to prevent an issue where like if a player hops on the queue, then they get off the part and then they get back on it, the countdown is going to be glitched. Like it's gonna show the original countdown as well as the new one. So this is to prevent that. So you're gonna create a variable called teleport end is equal to false by default, of course. And then when this value is set to true, we're going to break the loop and stuff. So I'm going to say we're gonna get the teleport. So teleport one dot touch ended connect function, right? Close parentheses, enter. Right. Oh, sorry, not close parentheses. I keep forgetting. We're gonna put the hit, and then of course, double check to make sure. So hit dot parent dot name is equal to player dot name, and if that's the case, you're gonna say teleport end is equal to true. Sorry. Then we're gonna go out to this function, and then we're going to set up the for I loop. So for I is equal to 1. Remember, this is your starting value, and then comma. Oh, sorry. For I teleport time. I forgot. We're going down, not up. So teleport time 0 because that's where we want to end, and then we want it to decrease by 1. So then enter, right? I'm then going to say core GUI dot teleport frame dot countdown text label dot text equal to notation marks starting and colon dot 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 teleport, or sorry, not teleport time I, because it's going to be rapidly changing. Then you're going to have an if statement. You're going to say if teleport end is equal to true, then you're going to say break. This will pretty much end the loop and stuff to prevent any issues. And then after that, you're going to simply just add a task.wait of 1 second interval, and then we have one more event to add and stuff. It's actually the kind of opposite of this event. So else if event type is equal to teleport end, all we simply want to do is once it registers in the server that the player has stopped touching the part, we're simply just going to say core GUI dot teleport frame dot visible is equal to false. That's it. So that, guys, we are done with the local script. Now we can move to the server script. So the server script, obviously, we added a couple stuff. The good thing is we didn't add anything to these functions, so you guys don't have to worry about being confused by that. Didn't add anything there. Or wait, did I? I'm trying to honestly think. See, now I feel like I did. Oh damn! I just realized. Or actually, wait, no, never mind, never mind. I thought I forgot. No, never mind. I forgot. These functions are handled differently since we're touching the part. It's not going to be fired from the. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Anyway, we're gonna make honestly a lot of variables. So first things first, let's get the teleport service. So we're gonna say local TPS equal to game get service teleport service. Then I'm going to create a variable for the teleport. Or let's just save ourselves some time. Head over to the local script. Scroll all the way up, find not scroll all the way up, find the teleporter, teleport 1, Control C, Control V. I'm gonna change this to teleporter simply because this is just what I had it as on like the script, like when I first made this. So teleporter, then create a variable for the teleport 1 list. So we're gonna say teleport 1 list is equal to special brackets. That's how we create a table. It's how we keep track of all the players that are supposed to be teleported. Then local teleport 1 countdown. This is how we keep track of whether or not the countdown has begun or not. Like pretty much like this. If no one is waiting, right? If no one is standing on the teleport pad, but then one player comes over, we need to be able to know, okay, the teleport countdown has not been started yet. Let's go ahead and start it. But then if it's a second player is coming in, it's like, okay, the countdown already started. We don't have to do anything. All we have to do is just, display the that the countdown is in progress to the new player. We don't actually have to start like a new countdown, right? Then create a variable. The player count, so teleport 1 player count is by default, of course, would be equal to 0. And then lastly, teleport 1 time. Now, this is up to you guys. In the game, it's 20 seconds, so this is up to y'all, though. So I just went with 20 and stuff. So we're going to create our first function. This will be kind of a local function. So function, this will be count down. I didn't want to hold anything up in the script, so enter. You're going to set up a for loop. It's actually going to be very similar to, or kind of similar to what we did on the local script, but a little different. I'm going to say for I is equal to same thing. Teleport 1 time, comma 0, comma -1. Enter, you're then going to say teleport 1 time, negative equal, or sorry, not negative, minus equal 1. This is so that we can update the teleport 1 time so that the players know, like, okay, here's how much time I have left once they join the queue and stuff. Then I'm going to use the if statement. I'm going to say if teleport 1 player count is less than 1. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't finish that. if teleport one player count is less than 1, which means we need to officially end. That means all the players have gotten off of the teleport pad, which means we need to end the countdown. So then I'm gonna set the value. So teleport one time is back to 20, and then teleport one countdown is equal to false because we're stopping it. Then we're gonna break the loop. Then I'm gonna skip one end. Let me scroll down a little bit. And then I'm going to add an if statement. I'm going to say if I is equal to 0. So this means we made it to the end. And now it's time for all the players to be teleported over. So we're going to use a for I v in pairs loop. So for I comma v in pairs. And you're going to say game.players. Your children. Enter. You'll say if table.find teleport one list comma v.name. Enter. You're then going to say TPS teleport. And then you're going to put your place ID and then the player instance. Okay, so I'll go through this one more time. So to get place IDs, you click view, click this icon right here. The asset manager, go to places, get your asset ID, right click, type ID to clipboard, right? And then you're just going to come back here, paste it, comma, v with the player instance, right? Then you're just going to skip after those 3 ends. You're going to say task.wait 1 second, right? Because we want it to be in 1 second intervals, right? Now to set up the last 2 functions, like when the player touches the teleporter and then when they stop touching it and stuff. So when they are kind of initiating or / joining the queue and when they're leaving it. These functions, honestly, it's not gonna take as long to do this and stuff. There's like another 30 lines really. These functions are short. So we're gonna say teleporter.touch connect function in parentheses put hit into. Let me just double check. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So hit. Let me use the if statement. I'm gonna say if hit.parent find for child humanoid, so we confirm that it is either a player or an NPC, but I wouldn't really understand why an NPC would be walking around in a tower defense game. But yeah. And not table.find teleport one list comma hit.parent name. Of course we don't want players to be like, we don't want their name to be added more than once instead of if their name is already in the list. Then let's create a variable for the player's character. Character is equal to hit.parent. Then I needed to add one more check. So if, and then you're just going to copy and paste this Control C, Control V, enter. Then you're going to delete the not, right? So if it turns out to be true, if we find it, then return. Now, for some odd reason, I had to wait. Like I thought this should honestly work, but for some odd reason, it kept like adding the player's name. Like it kept adding my name multiple times to the table and stuff, causing it to like display like as if 2 players were teleporting when it was just me testing it. So I wasn't really sure what was going on. So I added this as like a secondary double check just to ensure that like it doesn't add a player's name if their name is already on the list. But yeah. So then we're gonna go ahead and add the name to the table. So table.insert teleport one list, comma, then you're gonna say character dot name. Then you're gonna say teleport one player count is plus equal 1. Then you're going to want to fire the remote event. So core events, fire client, singular. Then player, you're gonna put this, or sorry, I forgot we don't actually have the player. We're going to say game.players, find for child, character.name. Then comma. Once we find the player instance, we're then going to put the name of the event, teleport. Then we're going to send over the value. So one, we need to send over the time and then send over the player count. Then once we've done that, we can go ahead and use an if statement. So if teleport one countdown, if it has not been initiated yet, so is equal to false, enter. Then of course we're going to set that equal to true. So teleport one countdown is equal to true, right? And then I'm going to call the cooldown function. I keep saying cooldown, countdown, sorry. The countdown function. I don't know why I keep saying cool. Well, yeah. I don't know why I keep saying cooldown. I guess because it just looks like that. And I'm just used to dealing with cooldowns and stuff. Anyway, so we're done with that function. We can move on to the last function. So we're almost done, guys. So teleporter.touch ended, connect function, in parentheses put hit once again, enter. You're going to say same thing if hit.parent, find for child, quotation marks, humanoid, right? And table. Now this time you want it to be and table.find teleport one list. Hit that parent that name. Just like remember we're removing names this time. Create a variable for the player's character once again, and then hit that parent. Right. Then you're going to remove the name. So table.remove teleport one list, comma table.find teleport one list, comma character.name. Right. Then I'm going to go after this and I'm going to say teleport one player count is less than equal to 1. and then fire the remote again. Fire the remote event again, core event, fire client singular, and then we're actually doing the same thing, game.players, find first child, character.name, then comma, name of the event will be teleport end, and then remember we don't have to send anything else after just that. Then lastly, all we have to do is use if statement. So if teleport one player count is less than 1, we have all these measures in place to ensure that like it doesn't glitch out. So if teleport one player count is less than 1, which means nobody else is waiting, gonna say teleport one time is equal to 20. Then teleport one countdown equal to false because it has ended, I should say. Okay, now we go ahead and test to make sure everything works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Highly recommend you guys do that. But let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. Okay, so first we'll test the hotbar. So if I open up the unit menu, you guys will see I have all my units. If I click camera woman, you guys see it is now here. Now to just watch, boom, I can equip it, unequip, equip, unequip. Then I can have different types of units and stuff, boom. And then even if I unequip this, it'll just, oh, I forgot I already had that equipped. So if I unequip it, right, and then I go get something else, attack helicopter, it'll fill that spot until, you know, we have full spots. Okay, there it is, the 5th one. So yeah. So if I had another unit, I wouldn't be, like if I had a 7th unit, or wait, I can't count. If I had a 6th unit, then I wouldn't be able to fill it unless I, you know, remove one, then I can add it. So yeah. So there we go. The hotbar works perfectly fine. Glad to see. Now to test the teleport. Okay, so if I hop on here, boom, starting in, okay, so now we'll just wait and you guys see, oh, there is a glitch. It would appear there is a glitch here. It's supposed to say players and then 1, but we'll fix that after. I want to see, so you guys should see an error in a few seconds. It should say like teleport, it should say like attempt to teleport in studio, something like that. Yeah, raise the teleport failed because cannot. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what you want to see. Now if I step off of it, boom, okay, so let's see. If I step off, so the way it's supposed to work, you step off, it's supposed to disappear. Yeah, there you go. You shouldn't experience any issues here. Like, now, if you're experiencing like a glitch where it's like, it keeps going like to 20, 19, like the numbers are just keep jumping around, then you probably did something wrong. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so all I need to fix is the displaying issue. Ooh, let me see. So, see, that's weird because I put the starting in and then I don't know why it's doing that. Teleport, starting in I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, I'm tripping. Player. Here we go. I forgot. Okay. Station marks. Players, colon, space, boom, dot. There we go. Okay. So yeah, just go to line 102 and stuff, teleport event on a local script, and then you guys should be able to fix it. Just to double check to ensure everything works. Go here and see now. Boom, yeah, there you go, 1 player. Okay, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, just keep showing the video, keep it in the series, lots of love, and I definitely got you guys with a part 3. Yeah, and let me know what you guys want to see in part 3 and stuff. I might, you know, include it and whatnot. If you find any bugs, of course, let me know. I'm gonna fix them and all that. Yeah, thank you guys for all the love and support you guys been showing on the channel. Really do appreciate it. Almost to 9,000 subscribers. It is crazy. Y'all been showing lots of love, and I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get to 9,000. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.